I will call the meeting to order with my official gavel, which is also a spatula.
What happened to you?
Do I hear?
Where's your real gavel?
He lost his gavel?
I'm okay with this. In case there's pie or cake, I'm good.
Somebody stole your gavel. Look at that. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, we got it.
We got to train this new mayor, though. He'll get trained sooner or later.
Okay. I was good with that, though. That was a handy tool. I'm a Boy Scout, so that came multi-purpose. Okay, do I hear a motion to adopt the agenda for the meeting?
So move.
I've got a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second, any discussion? Not all in favor? Unanimous? Okay. We are here to discuss the budget, so begin discussing. I don't see it on here. Mr. City Manager, do we do public comment at the first of the meeting, or do we do public comment at the last of the meeting?
It's not on here unless we put it on here.
My calendar said it was a hearing.
Yes, you have a...
Yeah.
If it's a hearing, then
Yeah, we listen to them.
there has to be public.
Gotcha.
Here's a hearing.
Mr. Mayor, you have a public hearing and reading, so in order to comply with Georgia law, we have to read a small phrase into the record. The reading is, this is an ordinance adopting the city budget for fiscal year 2017 for the city of Billerica to repeal any conflicting ordinances, to provide an effective date, and for other purposes. The ordinance itself is published on the city website. This is the subsequent reading and public hearing. And at this point, I can hand it back to you, sir, for public comment. Public hearing, public comment.
Okay, is there any public comment at this time on the budget? Hearing none? Or, I'm sorry, Michael?
Hi, Michael Young, 9634 Coastal Point Drive, and I won't touch your microphone. Two things. I think the budget needs to be amended to show what we think we're going to spend on water, and that needs to be included in the budget since we've already started purchasing water, and we don't know if we're going to be purchasing more than we're purchasing now, but I think the budget needs to be amended to show that. I also think we need to take 5% off the top of the revenue and put it into the reserves. So, and that means you'd have to recalculate, because not all of the revenue is touchable. So a lot of it is splashed, things like that you can't touch. So 5% off the top would mean more in certain areas and less in other areas. But my two comments.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to try to remember to read this in just to remind everybody. Public comment section is not a time for the public and the council to engage in conversation. It's just that, it's public comment. But I would ask that that we, as a council, always remember that the person that gets up to speak needs to be responded to. That sounds pretty good. Talking to music, do I stay in rhythm?
I'm sitting here trying to turn the dongle thing down as a call comes in, so I apologize.
But I would like for someone from staff to follow up with the folks that get up, whether it be a budget hearing meeting or a council meeting. I think it's important that we respond back to the public. Discussion? Mr. Hannaback?
John Hannaback, 3106 Golfers Way. Unfortunately, after that comment, mine are more questions than they are comments, but I offer them at any rate. I don't have a hard copy of the budget. I suppose I could get one if I stopped by City Hall, but looking at it online is very difficult to follow and to make a great deal of sense of. And I was looking for some items in the budget, and I can't find them. For instance, where are the budget items for, RSVP, for the plans that the city has going forward to do butterballs and whatever? Where is the money allocated for the Planning and Zoning Commission to start the comprehensive plan? I assume it's in there. I can't find it. I saw no capital project programs for, out of the general fund for 2017, which seems a little bit strange. There are several mentions of contract labor under Park and Recreation and Public Works. Are those to fund the engineering studies that we seem to do out of the blue? Those are some of the items that seems to me ought to be budgeted, but I can't find whether they're there and hidden, I don't know. But it is confusing.
Thank you, sir. Any further public comments on the budget? If not, discussion reverts back to council.
Like I said, there's no discussion because this is a public hearing. We just take input from the public.
Mr. Millern, who will respond back to the public on questions that they had?
I can gladly, or I can have our finance director, but someone from staff can answer any questions. Of course, the members of the public are always more than welcome to come by City Hall, ask questions, sit down. There's always a copy of the budget from day one on the city clerk's desk that the public can come by and review, and it's always available to the public.
Thank you, sir.
Since the finance director isn't here, can people have their questions answered since the finance director isn't here, can people have their questions answered by you and just address you at the tail end of the meeting?
Oh yeah, I'm always here, and the finance director is home sick, but she is watching, so feel free to look at the camera and wave, but she's not feeling well. But she did say that she was going to watch it, so hi Sarah, appreciate you.
Hope you feel better.
These are virtual cards. Get well soon. We have a resident in Villa Rica that actually keeps get well cards. Whenever she doesn't clean the house and companies coming over, she puts them on the mantle, and she said she does that so that she can say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I've been feeling well. I apologize for the house."
I wouldn't tell anybody.
Well,
I know that's-
sounds like the public hearing's over, so I'll move to adjourn.
Have a motion to adjourn the public hearing. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, signify by raising your hand. All opposed? Motion is unanimous. We are closed.
Anybody want to talk about anything?
Wow, that was
Now why don't we hang around and
Public
answer
hearings,
questions
that's what this do.
as best as we can?
We don't carry on conversations, really. But we can do it afterwards. Now we're closed, we can go talk to the public.
Can I ask you a question about one of your comments?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm leaving.
Conducting business.
I want to make sure I understand. I try to scribble some notes. I totally understand we need to show what's expected to be purchased and all, but because they're not expecting, they said this rain is not going to change our drought, so, okay, and the other thing is,
She said it's
Speak to a Boy Scout tonight.